Hey there. Sorry I'm so late on this video. I had a problem with my sound equipment. Yeah, I use sound equipment. What do you fucking think I'd do? Just record this using ghost magic? And I bet you noticed in the new glasses that I taped to my head. I felt like I was missing something, you know? Needed to give myself a little bit of flair. I want to sort of distinguish myself from the other skeleton internet reviewers. And I chose the glasses because I want to give off an air of sophistication. This is a sophisticated review show where I try to introduce you to new films and help you grow your film taste in a tasteful way. Which is why today I'm gonna be talking about HiFi, a film which award-winning actress Juliette Binoche drugs Robert Pattinson, rides his telly then while on her leg she takes a syringe to slurp it out of so that she can use it to impregnate Mia Goth. Also, there's this room where you go inside and you write up.
We were scum. Trash. Refuse that didn't fit into the system. Until someone had the bright idea of recycling us to serve science.
So yeah, when you get into the art world, there's gonna be some horny filmmaking. And this is the horniest one I've seen in a while. Comes to us from French director Claire Denis as her first English movie. So some horniness was always gonna come with the territory. And the truth is, I ain't actually seen any of her movies before this one. But so far as I can tell, everyone thinks that they're great, and this was great, so I might expand my knowledge on this director beyond I saw the one that was in English. It's the story of a ship of prisoners who are sent into space to send a probe around the black hole to potentially get a fuck ton of energy. However, being that this is a ship full of prisoners, it's kind of a melting pot of crazy. Most notably, Juliette Binoche's character, who is obsessed with the idea of breeding people on the shuttle. Of course, this leads to her using Robert Pattinson to impregnate another character, which leads to the next sort of chapter of the movie. Now, I really love this movie. It's a wonderfully introspective movie that doesn't pull any punches anywhere, and it doesn't shy away from anything. It's a great look at isolation and what it can do to people. Some people embrace it in a monk-like fashion, some fight against it, and some drown themselves with projects. And it puts forth the idea that you either master it and yourself, or it masters you. Now, the ending didn't answer a lot of questions. It was interpretive, and that's one of the things that I really like about this kind of movie. You see, to me, the ending didn't pose the question, what happened, but which thing that could have happened would have been less horrible. They essentially go on a suicide mission with the mindset of, whatever happens, we'll be together, and you don't really see how that suicide mission ends. Seeing as they were floating million miles away from Earth with no hope of rescue, and having seen how much of a dog-eat-dog world it is on these stations, is it better for them to die happy? Or, if they continued living, would they be able to find happiness having completed this task? Now, of course, I want to recommend this movie to people, but it's a kinda hard to penetrate movie. It's one of those that you look at Rotten Tomatoes and you see 82% critic score and like 23% audience score. This movie is slow, it's weird, it does not follow a lot of staples of plot structure, and it's gonna leave you with more questions than answers. I remember reading an audience review somewhere accusing people of pretending to like this kind of movie. Now, instead of making fun of that person, like I do on Twitter sometimes, I'm gonna be a helpful skeleton, and sorta show you how to take the journey into watching and enjoying this kind of movie. And it's real simple. Anyone can do it. You just gotta acquire the taste. No one drinks whiskey for the first time and thinks it's the nectar of God, right? It's tough to swallow, it burns your throat, it numbs your tongue, and it kinda tastes like how rubbing alcohol smells. It's a little off-putting. But other people, they seem to be drinking it for the flavor. Like, they go in for whiskey. They take a slurp and they go, ah, good shit. So, you assume there's gotta be something there. So, you keep at it. You keep drinking the stuff. And, eventually, you notice slight differences. A little bit of the wooden barrel it was stored in, for example. You understand what people mean when they say it's smooth. And, with time and exposure, you gain a greater understanding of it. That's the thing. You kinda gotta go out of your way to acquire the taste for this kind of movie. And you do that by just watching them, seeing what you find. The more you watch, the more it'll click. It just takes a little bit of time. That's all. And we're living in the golden age of availability. You can go watch Tarkovsky's Stalker on fucking YouTube for free. It's honestly wonderful. And of course, you gotta go in not thinking about this shit like cinema sins. They're fucking terrible. They are to film criticism what a YouTube poop is to a television show. Except, to make them YouTube poop, you gotta be good at editing. Which means, you gotta know one thing about how to make a movie. Okay, I got that out of my system. Let's talk about John Wick. Now, usually there is some critic and audience division on movies. A lot of times it's a pretty small division, like most superhero movies will have audiences typing in all caps about how it was the greatest fucking thing ever! And critics will be like, yeah, it was pretty good. But there's one thing we can all agree on. The John Wick movies are fucking bangers. Little bit of insane choreography here, little bit of interesting world building there, some fantastic performances, gorgeous visuals. Just about every aspect of these movies has been made with love and care. I don't think any action franchise has ever gotten to its third movie and held on to this consistent level of quality. This movie, like its predecessors, is damn good. It felt like it was trying to raise the bar for its choreography with these little additions, most notably the addition of animals. The dog choreography in particular is fantastic to watch. There's some horses in here too using their legs to fucking kill people. It's like Chad Stileski heard someone say never work with animals, it's a pain in the ass, and decided, fuck you, I'm gonna do it anyway. There's a really fun throwing knife fight at the beginning, and near the end there's some great martial arts shit. Like, this is a fucking action movie. And another thing I really liked about the choreography is there's a lot of ballet in this movie. The place where John was trained was a ballet studio, and every time someone walks on stage or in the middle of a ballet class, the dancers continue with the routine, gently dancing around these angry people walking in a line forward. It's a wonderful visual that is used twice to really highlight the talent of the people behind the scenes. One criticism I've heard about the movie is that the character and the world are getting stale, which I kinda disagree with. I honestly really enjoy the world this guy lives in. It's this almost Illuminati-ass gang society, the power play that exists in the background of real life, and that half the people in the fucking universe are in on. It feels like Darren Kolstad made a world and dropped a character in it and let him explore around it. It feels full and honestly is my favorite part of these movies. It's what keeps them from feeling stale, like they're just retreading ground, like most action franchises do. I heard it ended on a cliffhanger for a sequel, and honestly, hearing that, I was expecting it to dull the experience for me, but actually watching the movie, it just made me excited for more. But, you know, here's hoping the story ends with the next one. I'm definitely a proponent of shit having an end. I mean, look at the fucking Terminator movies. I don't want John Wick turning into that shit. Oh, and speaking of a series that has an end, if you like the John Wick movies, watch the Raid movies. Incredibly similar, with some great fucking martial arts stuff. First one starts simple, second one gets a little more complicated, but both are fucking incredible in their own ways. Also, Yeye and Ruhan, the dude who played the villain in the first one and Machete Hobo in the second one, he got to fight John Wick in this movie, which reminded me that I should probably tell you guys about the Raid movies. Well, that's all I gotta say about those, but I'm thinking I need something else. Like the glasses ain't enough, right? I'm thinking maybe like a cabbie hat, or like a t-shirt, something. Fucking put in the comments what you want to see me wear. I swear to God, one of you is going to say a tricorn and a fucking eye patch, and I am going to shit.